Ladies and gentlemen, pilots, hangar rats, welcome. RC Pilots Lounge number 107. What is up? What's going on, everybody? How are you? We'll do a little roll call here in a minute. Thumbs it up, y'all, if you're cool. Thumbs it up if you're not. All that good stuff, guys. YouTube loves it. You got to feed the algorithmic robot. Pilot Ryan, what is up? Says Brad, pay it forward. Good to see you. Jeff's Custom, David Snyder. Mikey likes it in the house. Mike Keller, flying a Scorpion recently. Jeff's Custom. What is happening? Kevin Trappin, Joseph Youngblood, Ryan O, David Snyder. Wild Bill. What's up? Archer Aviation. How's everybody doing? How is everybody? Yeah, I'm early. A little bit, whatever. Victor, Thomas Milano, Nathaniel Poling, JCB67, Kevin Farros. Man, you're moving, aren't you? Spencer Keith, what is up? Mergita, William Mergita in the house. Good to see you. Eddie K, Terry Farmer, what up? How's that A10 treating you? Yeah, it's supposed to be hot tomorrow. That's why we got out today. I'm so glad we got out today. Great day of flying. Cool stories and some stuff that has never really happened for me on the channel that I think is really cool to be able to share with you guys. Hamilton's Hangar, what's happening? Eric Tennant, Eddie K. Got a loop and a roll. Mike Keller's sowing his oats on that Scorpion. Excuse me. SSI, Captain Tracy, Fire Booty in the house, Guniac, P51, Fan, Brian Chambers, you were like first one in. What is up, dude? Cool. Met a guy that I've seen only on Facebook today, but I knew he was like local because he's flying at our field. It was like, whoa, that's cool. He was there. His name's like Mark Bechtel. Dude was having his first few flights, I think, ever on the 1500 Mustang and the Havoc. And it was a 90-degree crosswind. What's new? And he did better than I did today. He was doing awesome. Wings 88. Don't say that, Mikey. They'll want to do something. Writes, thanks. Wings 88. Cool. Bill Sanford. What's happening? Killer. So listen, what'd I title this thing? Habu. MiG-29 with repair the nose wheel, Terry. MiG-29, the Arrows one, the one that we can fly right now. The other ones no one's got yet, except Motion. That thing was, we'll talk about that probably off and on. It's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool. Listen, I like the little MiG-29. I know I like the big one. I had to get, y'all make it possible for when things happen, I can jump. Full ticket, get it with it dialed in. I'm doing that big MiG. I'm doing it. I couldn't help it. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, man. I mean, you know what's cool? What's all my fault, Joseph? I don't have nothing to do with them anymore. I like the planes, but I don't work with them. But I'm a hobbyist who has a YouTube channel, and I want to do that jet. So what's up? I'm getting it. But I flew the little MiG-29 today because you guys remember I put the RC Geek afterburner in it. So I want to tell you guys what you can expect to see next week after. Fred Barron in the house. Hey, Ryan and all, painting the Arrows MiG-29. Digital camo. Nice. Dave Kowalski, what's going on? Air Marshal in the house. Captain Tracy. Got any new members? Grayson RC, Jeff in Lower Alabama. Killer. Guniac's gonna do video Warren in the house. Guniac, I saw your live going down at 10 my time, which is really just in an hour. You guys know I'll still be here. So if you want to check, do what you're going to do, guys. I want to say it's a free country. I'm not so sure sometimes anymore, but act like it is until you find out it's not. So Guniac's doing a show at 10 o'clock live from the field, golden hour, and he put a little note in the description, which I thought was cool. That was cool of you, Ray. So I appreciate that, man. That was nice. Warren in the house. Victor, Fred, Kevin. Thanks, man. Thank you, Kevin. Still your fault. Randy in the house. What's up? Michael Noland from Australia. Good to see you. Ray, you're classy, dude. I appreciate it. I saw that in the description. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. He said that. I hear what you mean. Dude, lives are awesome. Especially once you realize what it takes to edit stuff. I'll figure out the MiG. I don't care what I got to do to get it to the field. I'll fly a stun gun there. I'll fly it there. I probably should get a... It's cool, man. Guys will watch you do it live if they want to. Otherwise, catch Ray on the replay. Listen, there's so many lives now that you have to kind of just do what you got to do sometimes. I mean, I feel responsible to hold it together a little bit. So as long as I'm able, I'm going to try and respect everybody's slot. At a point, it may be impossible to do that. But I think even a little heads up and forewarning will go a long way. Just within the community, it's pretty tight. Like, I think it's going to be easy to just like... Because if you do have to stomp a little bit, it's like, hey, man, I mean, listen, no one needs permission to do anything. But it's just going to be easier to swallow if people get that kind of credit and respect. Whatever. It is what it is, man. And people got to do what they got to do. And I'm out here to compete, so bring it. But anyway, no worries. More days in the week, I'm saying. So, what's the name of the show today? Let's just go in order. Let's just go in order because I'm pumped. It's only 9:02. All right, guys, it's been great. Bravo's RC build hangar. Cool, man. Daytime shows do not exist. Lots going on, you guys. So, let me look real fast. Okay. Cool. Reginald, thanks, man. I'm really tickled about that Arma Granite video. And I think it was cool to work into the other clips, the trucks I've been running, just like for a real quick short. But I'm super proud to have been able to do that truck. That's the first surface video that I've had sponsored like that. So I'm like, I thought that was you, Shalosky. So like I'm like super pumped about that. My big monster Outcast ought to be here like tomorrow or the next day. A couple things showed up today I wasn't expecting, which I think is great. So don't miss a beat right here. You know what I mean? Grayson, see you later. So I want to talk about the Habu. So you guys have seen the videos on the Habu. A lot of you guys aren't beginners anymore, so you're interested in kind of the plug and play aspect. I'll tell you that Bobby and I both flew it today on 4S without gear. So that, you know, that was fun. I'll probably smash those together. But the best part of today, and I want to talk about what I call RC cognitive dissonance. And we'll talk about that truck stuff later, I think, maybe a little bit. But the Granite probably is one of the best first bashers there is. But there's two options. There's the brushless and the brushed. If you have the money and you've got the batteries, go for the speed. Get the brushless. Anyway, I can't tell you, Brad. I can't tell you. And anyway, I was saying it on the live on Facebook. So the YouTube channel, it's called a channel, but let's consider it a station a little bit, right? So on that station, there are playlists, which I would kind of like a channel. So you've got the truck channel, right? I've got a truck channel on the channel. I've got a podcast. You know, these streams, they live as a replay. Some people, I mean, they get hits, guys. I don't leave them public. They go unlisted the minute I'm done with these things. As soon as I get back into it and they're done like processing, I don't kill them, like make them disappear, but these videos right here, these streams, they go into the podcast and live stream playlist. So they're unlisted. They're not going to come up in your recommended and suggested and all that kind of stuff because it's just too long. They're too long. You got to really want... there's things about click-through rate and watch time retention that I don't want to hurt myself with by having a 3-hour stream up that someone's only going to watch 30 seconds of and be like, what the heck? So it's a channel. So there's the RC Jetworks channel. There's the podcast and live stream channel. There's an RC Truck channel. I'm saying channel instead of playlist. There's a Pilot Ryan Videos, which is like all the reviews and things we're doing. And there may be more of this as time goes. But think of the homepage of the YouTube channel as like, it's almost like my website in a way, as it's a landing page. You can get to the merch store from there. You can get to the website from there. You can get to everywhere from there. So anyway, cognitive dissonance, circle back, touch base. Everybody, I have seen the schedule online all week long since the Habu was announced, and I understand it. Let me preface this rant with that. I understand the fact that everybody's like, yeah, no, why would you? For years and years, we've all done the same thing where we're like, yeah, you would never recommend a jet until now as a first aircraft. You know, so we talk about the E-Flight Viper as a good first jet trainer, and that's if somebody's willing to go 6S, because there's the Marlin and there's other 4S jets at E-Flight, like the F-15 and the F-16. And out of those two, I think the F-15 is probably a little better than the F-16. It just depends on experience, right? So what I'm getting at is I totally understand the fact that most of us, and it's good advice, would never say that a jet, almost in any iteration, could be a good first RC aircraft. Here's the big however. Horizon's been at this for a while. They're positioning this jet as a beginner RC aircraft. I trust that. I've flown it. It's gentle enough. I still have my doubts, and I understand this, you know, cognitive dissonance, right? None of us think like this is a way to recommend someone to get into the hobby. And I think no matter what you're flying, you still need a certain level of understanding of the way flight works and the way models work. Study up on YouTube. There's loads of videos, right? So all this scuttle about, nah, that's not a good first airplane. You know what I mean? But again, in the opposite, the messaging is this is a good first aircraft from Horizon. It's being positioned that way in the market. It's being marketed that way. It comes with a real Flight 9 module, at least for now. Ready to fly, like completely. Battery, everything. So guess what? I take our buddy Joe, never flown before, to the field with us today. This is a good YouTube goal. I can't wait for y'all to see it. It'll be coming out in a couple days. I was like, Joe, great guy, by the way. So actually, this is funny, right? So like, most of the time, you're the only guy in the neighborhood who plays with toys, right? RCs. Usually, you know, you got neighbors on all around you. You're lucky if you get a pilot. guy that lives in the neighborhood, but and I'm lucky I got one. But there's not usually anybody's in the RC. And if they are, they're like maybe the older guys. They're just not doing YouTube. They're not doing social. Well, Joe's a younger guy. Has been watching videos, like totally cool, and is like into it. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. So Joe goes with us to the field. I said, watch the intro to my Habu video where I go through what it does. You know, the switches, what it does. You've got an idea kind of what to expect. Those things. He's into flight, got a basic knowledge of it. And then I took it up one time and landed it. I mean, seriously, one time. Took it off in beginner mode, brought it back in, said what I was doing, have it set the way it ought to be, beginner mode and low rate and all that stuff. I said, and let it rip. Hands off. Brand new guy, never flown anything before, rocked it on the Habu STS in your face. It was great. And it was my fault for not telling him it's time to land. And we landed a little short. And it was like, you guys know how these things will just kind of land themselves. Not themselves, like it's perfect and buttery and you're not flying it. You still got to fly these things. But if you don't flare it, it kind of comes in kind of hard. That was what his first landing looked like. It was fine. I gave it a tweak on the landing gear, whatever. We put the 4S 4000 in it, which is like the first like upgrade they recommend. And did it again. Now it was a little bit faster on the second flight, and he got it up in the air, and we learned about beginner mode and all this stuff. And we're not, listen, brand new, never flown. We're not even in experience mode, but he knows what it'll do. It'll roll you all the way around. But beginner mode is where we kept him. And it does take a lot of stick to come around, so you have to plan your approach. You have to plan your pattern. The guys at the field were great today because it was going over us, or, you know, kind of over the pits today. But, man, first time, no problem. We'll take it. You got skilled guy right here. I can grab the sticks anytime. I didn't have to at all on the first flight. The second flight on the 4S pack, he's in the throttle pretty good. And he was cozy that way, so I didn't say anything. It did get kind of far one time, and he might have been able to bring it back, but I was like, yeah, let's just not risk it. I grabbed the radio one time, set him back at us, you know, and handed it back to him, and he flew the rest of it. And I was like, now listen, this time we're not going to get surprised. This is going to be the great... I am so... Listen, we're talking about the big monster MiG-29, which I'm like so pumped about, personally, right? But I'm talking about, with the same fervor, a Habu STS ready to fly plane with fixed landing gear. I love this stuff, and if there's ever any doubt in your mind, just think twice. Because this guy's learning how to fly, wants to, and is able to with this product, and a little coaching. And if you can't get coaching at the field, you can get it on YouTube from guys who give tremendous value, like us. So, like I said, I had to grab the sticks one time, and then we recovered, got it straight, handed it back to him. I'm like, okay, this time, he's not even thinking about timers and stuff. This is his first time, and he's on camera. Joe's a stud. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to let him run out of time on the landing this time because he knows what they can look like. Because I showed him a good one, you know, on my first lap. And I was like, we're going to do that this time. So let's spend about half the flight getting you figured out where you got to turn, where you start your turn, so you're where you want to be on your approach. And we did that. And it was a couple times, you know. I was like, kind of simulate your landing, you know, telling them when to like chop the throttle a little bit, you know. It's like, okay, port back in a little bit. And we let it, you know, it was coming high. It was, all right, that one's going to be long. Just fly out of it, no big deal. All right, we'll start a little sooner, a little lower, no big deal. And it's at this point, we're running out of time. But I was like, this will be okay. We're going to stick with this one. And he comes over right where we aimed on being, just past the runway in the grass. It just got mowed today. Just dynamite. And I was like, man, just glide it in. You're good. You got this. And I'm going to have you flare when you get close. I showed him what one looked like before. Dude greased it. It was down the line, but we knew it was going to be, and there probably wasn't a go around left. So don't get it twisted, but that is a good first RC plane. Any kind of trouble that a guy might experience with that, they could experience it with Apprentice just as easy. Now, I definitely understand there's a little bit more sport to an airframe of a jet, but you gotta appeal to the senses of the person who wants to fly. And if that person wants to fly jets, and a lot of people do now, then I'm so glad that Habu STS is there for them. It's a good time. You know, I am really not taking phone calls right now, but appreciate you. Yeah, that's got to be a pocket dial. Who would try to call me right now? Anyway, guys, I'm so pumped about the Habu video. So I'm putting Joe's flights. So Bobby was filming, and I'm like kind of running it, and we get it done with beginner Joe. Never flown before on the Habu. Just a little instruction. That was it. Totally cool. So I have no problem with the technology. I have no problem if it gets people in the air. And I told Joe, I was like, listen, once you get flying and you've done this a few times, we're going to see how you do an intermediate where the bank limiting is not so shallow. And the idea is to get you off of that stuff as soon as possible. But I understand why people use it. And if it saves your plane and you get to stay in the game and you're happy and you keep coming back to the hobby, because it'd be easy to be discouraged. And think about how hard it is to go fly, guys. You really have to want it, because most people can't do it right outside their door. So I want the guy who spends the time and money to get the plane and go out to a field and fly it. I want that person to have success. And as long as they try to wean themselves off of that, I'm happy for them. And if they never do, and they have fun in beginner mode for the rest of their life, well then fine. Advice is one of those things, you take it or leave it. My advice is going to be, get out of beginner mode as soon as you can. But that's assuming you've already had successful up and downs in beginner mode and intermediate mode, and you're ready to move on. If it's really windy out, that safe is going to save a lot of guys' planes. By the way, it was a 90-degree crosswind. This dude I let take these things off by himself every time. Good job. Good product. Good product. So, I missed a ton of comments on that rant because I thought it needed to be said. And I cannot wait for these videos to come out because, you know, sometimes everybody's right a little bit, right? Like, I understand why folks say a jet would not be a good first aircraft until now. I keep saying until now because this thing, it can do it. It can do it. It can do it. And if you guys have folks you know that want to learn how to fly and they're looking at this thing and my video can help them, let them have it. If the Horizon video can help them, let them have it. Some people would rather watch a guy that doesn't seem to have any stake in the game. You know, like I have less stake in the game than Horizon does. I'm glad to be bringing a cool product to market that does what it says it does. So, super pumped. All the scuttle about, yeah, BS on it being a good first aircraft is complete baloney. Because I proved it. And the video's coming soon. Film at 11. Now what? No landing sensor yet. They're hard to come by. I hope they send me one. You know, I really beat on the Habu today. So after we did these videos, me and Bobby took the wheels off and messed around. Touch and goes without wheels, try to drag the tail, you know, inverted. I was really hard on the Habu today and it's still ticking. Like I need to glue the nose back on and the canopy, like the guy tried to escape. Like two inverted landings on the Habu and the dude was ready to go. I'll just leave it like that. Nice, Rhino. Yeah, no, that's a good way to do that. Fun. What a fun. That Habu is super fun. And I can't believe 3 and 4S, capable is cool. I'm like so pumped for Joe. And I'm pumped to have that video because I think it's important to see it do what it says it can. I'm going to bring him back out to the field, you guys, because I want him to fly it some more. And I want you guys to see a beginner also go to... I want to film the intermediate mode and experience mode with Joe. And I told Joe I was going to let him hold the real flight module and the controller. He's already got Steam downloaded, so he can do it. I was like, Joe... I want you to take this. I want you to fly that jet on the simulator. This is exactly what it's all about. And I want you to give me a screen grab so we can document this, show your progress to everybody. I'm like, dude, he wants to fly. You want to come fly with me? Awesome. You're a beginner. I'm totally going to get this documented because this is, if you ask me, it's just YouTube gold. And I think anybody who wonders if the touting is actually, can be backed up, it totally can. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped. And I'm totally going to give it to him when we're done. So dude's getting a super dope, ready to fly, package when he's done, which is sick. So there's my giveaway, okay, guys, to a new guy. Awesome sauce. So any comments that were pertinent to the discussion that I missed throughout this completely excited rant, please say them again with loads of emojis so I can address them. You guys are going to love Joe. Oh, ABC123, we flew it without wheels today. It was fantastic. We did not buddy box at all. Rabbit says, a lot of people say you need to buddy box with someone when you learn to fly. I taught myself on the simulator over the winter and hit the field solo in the spring, and I've been flying ever since. That's right, man. And different strokes for different folks, you know what I mean? Phoneboy RC, that's wonderful. Watch out for the tree frogs. I'm saying, Dennis Farley, this dude was like a kid in the candy store. I love to see a grown man that, dude was heart pumping, all that, you know what I mean? Just, I'm totally stoked. He might be in the room here in a little while if he's not already. Actually. What a great deal. I cannot wait for you guys to see that video. Honestly, I'd be editing it right now. But I'm here. By the way, you guys really make it all possible. I'm going to get another computer because I have so much content that I need to be able to double down on my workflow. Can you believe it? We are bringing it. Good things happening over here. Been working on getting, I'm going to save it. Good things happening, not just for me, man. Bobby's going to free up, and we're going to be able to put out even more content, which is just sick. Bigfoot was the first flight of the day. I wanted to show Joe what a plane that doesn't have anything in it can do and what it looks like. So I got a flight on the Bigfoot coming. I got Joe's Habu flights. I got me and Bobby's Habu flights. I flew the MiG-29 from Arrows RC with RC Geek's Afterburner in it. Got video of that. And then I flew my Freewing F-18 a couple times and just rocked it. Flew the pants off of it. Stock elevator configuration, blue boxes, everything stock out of the box. Just to see if I could. It was awesome. Remember that Horizon had a P-51 trainer a few years ago and folks say, no Warbird trainers either. Yeah, and they built that one to fly like a trainer and it did. Looked like a Mustang-ish. and flew like a trainer. What are you talking about, Josh? Bigfoot is sick, yeah. So Bigfoot went out today, got a flight on the Bigfoot, all the Habu stuff, Freewing F-18, MiG-29 with the afterburner from RC Geek. So pumped. And then so much other stuff that I haven't been able to get to. You know what I mean? So there's loads of content in the background, but I still always go out to try to get some. Oh yeah, my Freewing F-18 has a Hobby Eagle in it, and again, 90-degree cross, and just owned it. Yeah, Bruce, I don't know, man. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep that one or not. I like my E-Flight one so much. I'll have to get it back from Bobby. Bobby K in the house. Yeah, I was just talking about I need my gray F-18 back, dude. So, Paul Hatcher, Jeff in Lower Alabama, Shadow Ops, you at DQ, man? Get me one. Good times, man. We got out for a short one. Yeah, awesome. Josh, I should probably talk to you about what I'm looking at. It's a desktop this time. I mean, this one's built for gaming, but I hope I can stream better. I mean, guys, some of you have been around long enough to know that really the whole idea of the stream was to bring on guests, not just me carry a show with comment section. But it's working, so. Bobby K, was that not the sickest thing to see a brand new guy work it out today on the Habu? It was sick. And Bobby, I could tell, I got some street cred with Bobby today for trying to do inverted tail scrapes. We should have kept going. I shouldn't have gave up till I got it. But the canopy was coming undone at this point. Yeah, Chuck G in the house. Chuck G says 132 people but 49 likes. What's up with that? Mark Buchtel in the house. Mark is the guy that was flying the Havoc today and the 1500 millimeter Mustang and owned it, killed it, looked great. Yeah, that's right, Dennis. Dad in the house. Yeah, dude, the Otter looks great on floats. I haven't filmed it, but I just put the floats on last night. I'm gonna try to take it to the water this week if I can. It's busy, y'all, and then there's deadlines and stuff. I've got deadlines, I don't even know when they are yet. Stuff showed up today, I have no idea. F-14 90 millimeter. You mean the Twin 80, Joseph? Youngblood? Who's got a 90 millimeter F-14? I'm telling you. What do you think about that MiG-29? The MiG-29 is going to be so light on the wing, and there's so much wing area compared to the F-14. Like, I tell you what, the MiG-29 scratches that itch. My F-14 itch, I no longer have. We got the channel. You guys, thank you once again. I can make things happen over here because of the views we get, the memberships, all that stuff, the clicking the links, guys. I mean, that pilotryanmedia.com doesn't exist for nothing. I don't tell you the links are in the description for nothing either. So keep on doing what you're doing. You guys are doing a great job because when things pop, we're able to get it. You know, Dustin's got these cool upgrades for the Freewing F-14. Bobby's F-14 had a electrical malfunction and went in at Jet Jam. It's like, you know what? Channel's getting them one. We got him one. So Bobby K's got a new F-14. He's going to get put together all Raven Rock Aviation upgrade style. And hopefully we can get down and dirty with some video on the mix that you guys like so much because Bobby's Maiden was sick. we do need to take a look at those ailerons. What's up? What's up with that? Good times. Man, I landed that F-18 so good today. You know what happened after I landed it? That music started playing. It was sick. Yeah, I know. Think of F-14s when you think of Top Gun, but the Top Gun that's yet to be is F-18s. Yeah, Jeff, you doing it too? Dragon model in the house. Never seen you before. Welcome. Thanks for your subscription. You see how I did that? I don't know if he subscribed, but it's assumptive. And it's also like a reminder and a bit of a little jab prodding. What's the question mark for, Dragon Model? Is it Dragon Model or Dragon Model? Daryl Pinson was about to pull the trigger on an A-10, but he saw the new MiG-29. So the weight of the new MiG-29 is apparently... So it's got the power system of the wicked little T-33 times 2. But apparently that aircraft weighs less than 2 T-33s. And think about it. It doesn't have the big crazy wing box and all the mechanism to make the wing sweep. Not to mention just the surface area, period, of that aircraft makes it... It's going to have a better wing loading. Yeah, 9.5 without batteries. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a big plane, but I can't wait to try it. I love the little one. We have flown the little one in like the worst weather ever, and it's sick with nothing. So I tell you, I'm really pumped to get one that I can put my hands in. Randy Geller in the house. What is up? Bobby K is going to hook up the new F-14. Thank you guys for helping that happen. Roy dabbing. Sick. Jeff's Custom just got some fiery booty in the E-Flight F-16, I believe. For real. Dollar Bill Clinton in the house, if he doesn't say so himself. I've never used a plane launcher before. Dragon model. The MiG-29 crashes will be epic. The big one? I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. They got the carbon on the linkages already on the elevator control rods. Randy Geller got me that Skycat. Haven't flown it yet. I'm ready to, though, tomorrow. Randy Geller, look at John VHRC and GB Linden. They've done some flights on that thing, and you might learn a little something about their setup if you watch their videos. That new MiG is supposed to have good flight times. Yeah, cool. I just got to try it. There's some things that are just like, I got to try it. Whether I keep it forever or not, like, I'm going to try that. Because I'm wild about the hobby, and some of those things are like benchmarks. They're kind of like dots on the timeline. It's like I want to go to there. You know what I mean? I've done all those A-10s, you know, and I'll be doing about every size of Russian bird too. You know what I mean? I mean, little 70mm yaks, 90mm yaks, big Su-30s, MiG-29s, big and little. That's a good time, RC Project. That's a good time. Listen, I'm good with 3 minutes on jets. It's what I'm used to. Way to go, Randy. That's cool. Awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see the Arrows MiG with the RC Geek Afterburners. I think it would be, they were really cool, but if I whited out the inside of my ducts, it'd have been crazy. Bobby liked them too. That was pretty cool. And again, like I said, I flew the Bigfoot. Those are back in stock for you guys that were interested in those. Links to all this stuff's in the description, you guys, to this video right here. You mean the SU-30, Jeff, in Lower Alabama? Yeah, I do. Especially, typically, you don't get big heavies from them. And jets are kind of a new deal. And I think Horizon might have been a little bit surprised at how well that SU-30 did. Folks are loving it. Archer. Hangar 51 in the house. That's not a bad idea, Brad. Well, probably will have their batteries. I'm almost all smart at this point. I still have a bunch of Roaring Top and RC Jetworks batteries. I still have some Admiral packs, but I'm starting to have more of the smart ones. Even on my trucks, it's cool because I get beeped at. You know, it's you're done. You know, LVC. Jeff in Lower Alabama, yeah, on the Benchmark. Yeah. I mean, that thing's as big as the HSD stuff we've been flying. And it's still a 6S. Now, it takes two of them, but, I mean, it's still a 6S powered plane. So that's pretty remarkable. You know what I mean? That's pretty remarkable. No, Dad, I haven't. I hopefully will get to soon. It's going to be one of these school nights. The time that I get to where I could fly that glider is right now. So, Bobby and I have some things we're going to do school night style. And probably I'll have that with me as well. What are we talking about, Jeff? What's half the price? The Little MiG? Oh, no. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool, Bravo. Archer Aviation, that's a funny question that you should ask that. Where's Air Marshal and Boozer at? Eric Quinn's going to upgrade his LX MiG-29, burners, and FMS power. Bruce Beamer says, sweet. Yeah, Eric Quinn's doing a lot of stuff all the time on his channel. You guys... check out Eric Quinn RC, EQRC. Brian Scott says he might have to settle for the F-22. What? I mean, is that settling? I got you, Jeff. Yeah, thanks. What about the SU-30, Brian Scott? Rhino, I did get into the lights on the night rating in the stream the other day. I don't remember which show it was, but we did. We did. Jeff in Lower Alabama says he sails a little bit. Sailboats. Where's Boozer and Air Marshal?
Hello?
You're Johnny on the spot tonight, dude. What's up?
What's happening, man?
Dave Air Marshal in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, what is up?
Johnny on the spot.
Say hello to the people.
Hello, I can't watch the video if I'm on the phone.
All right, so listen, this is why I called. I won't keep you. So,
No, you can keep me as long as you like.
well, I don't want you that long. I'm just teasing. So, I mean, we can tell the folks, right?
We can what?
We can tell the people, right? I mean, it's going to be, it's like next weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can we tease this thing?
Yeah, let's tease it.
All right. I'm going to let you go then.
What?
I'm going to let you go and I'm going to tease this thing.
Oh, yes, do it.
All right, then. See you in the chat, homeboy.
All right, we'll see you, bud.
All right, hey, listen, guys. Loads of emojis in the chat for our boy, Dave Air Marshall. All right, Dave, I'll talk to you later.
We'll see you, Ryan.
Peace out. All right. So, Amy Marshall, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, thumbs it up, dudes, if you're cool. So, somebody asked about a boat earlier. We're going to finally let the cat out of the bag a little bit. Ann Golden, good to see you. So, every now and then, some of our channels kind of collaborate together. Next weekend, the plan is for RC Air Marshal, myself, and Mary Boozer, 3 nights in a row, are doing like a collab stream deal. And here's what it's about. One of these nights, we're all making videos. We got 3 different types of products. None of them are airplanes, by the way. So you can tune out now. So the idea was some just super affordable, something out of your comfort zone, something you haven't done before. So I got a boat. I got a mini crawler. I liked it so much I got 2, by the way. Those 2 little SCX 24s. So I got a boat. I got a couple mini crawlers, and I got that little Lozy racer, which is kind of like our basher category. And Air Marshal did the same thing, but different items, right? And Boozer did the same thing, but different items. There are some things that we have that are similar. I think we all got the mini crawlers. But so one night, we're going to be on each other's shows. We're all doing our own independent videos on these products. And I really want you guys to watch these videos. I mean, even if you're our friends, right? You're here. Like, give it a chance. Not like we're trying to make you spend money. I don't care if you buy the trucks or the boats. But we're video guys. That's what we want. Just watch the videos, man. So if you're afraid you might buy something, I understand. We're pretty persuasive. Only because we're having fun doing it. So check it out. You know, Boozer's got a boat on its way if it's not here yet. Dave's got one. I've got one. I've already filmed it. I've already filmed my mini crawlers. The only thing I got to get done is my little Lozy racer. So those videos, those collaborative streams, that's what's going on next weekend. So one of those guys is probably going to produce for me. And the idea is that we'll be guests on each other's shows. So worst thing you got to do is watch 9 videos from 3 of your buddy YouTubers doing stuff that you maybe never were taking a look at before. So that's what's up. What do you guys think about that? You're on a boat right now, Bobby K? Yeah, these are all very cheap compared to some of the other stuff that we're into. I've been kind of dying to tell you guys that we were doing that. Alan Gentry likes the boats. Yeah, I got the Stealth Way. Dude, I love the boat. Was fun. I was surprised. I got a ready-to-run boat. You'll see it. And it'll go on the nickel metal pack it comes with, or a 2S LiPo, much like the Granite I just did. So I'm not going to show them right now. You guys have seen them hanging out in the background. I got my little SCX 24s and my little Mini T Lozy racer. Other things you're going to see from me this week are all these videos we did today. And when I get that Outcast, which shows up tomorrow or the next day, the big 8S monster, I'm going to be wanting to get that up in the sky for sure. Let's see. Sup, broski? The little carbon piece that I put in the nose strut, it's actually just like the back end of a clevis. One of those like eye clevises. I just cut the circle off and stuck it in there. Archer Aviation, your plane videos and reviews have cost me a lot of money. Pilot Ryan was first videos I ever watched when I first started. Oh, Archer Aviation. That's cool, dude. Thank you. Bobby K, dude. Infraction for sure. You like that instead of a drift car? That infraction, I mean, you can drift it, but you want a drift car legit, it'd be something else. Oh, Francis, the Bigfoot's a lot of fun. The laser nut does look cool, Rhino. It looks really cool. And oh, that looks nice, Michael Sherman. Whose boat is that? Which one is it? Listen, I never thought I'd enjoy... I never thought I'd crawl. But I got to tell you this. When I was first started flying airplanes, I never thought I'd fly a German plane. I never thought I'd fly a Japanese plane. I never thought I'd fly a jet. I never thought I'd still, after been doing it for years and years, be flying like beginner planes. You know? I get to fly beginner planes and show guys how to fly and teach them. It's awesome. Bobby K, want to burn some? We should get an infraction. I'll work it out, man. I'll hook you up. Nathaniel Morgan, Dexter Banks, Alan Gentry. You know, if you're, there's so many different kind of boats, man. So, you know, I got a propeller on mine. But there are some that are like kind of like a, what do they call it, induction, or like it's like a thrust vector like water blast jet. So those are cool because they don't get you know, snagged in the weeds. But I ran mine at a little pond. It could have ran in a pool. I got like a 2-foot boat, and it's fun. It was really fun. Boss 223, yeah, man. You getting the 3S one or the Mega, like totally ready to run, Boss 223? Let me know, man. I'm not trying to upgrade you, but it's like if you think you want to send it. I mean, listen, you saw the video. Judge it for what it's worth. Like you saw me hitting the ramp with the Mega Granite at the end of that video, right? But in the beginning of the video, there's a little montage of like me sending like all the armas I have, and many of them really go very high. So if you want that or part of that, you have to look at the 3S one. But keep in mind, and I said it in the video, the Mega does have the gearing internal that you can go brushless without having to also swap gearing and things like that. So awesome. All right, Randy, see you later, man. Nice. Ethan's helping Channel 6 flaps. Awesome sauce. Bobby K, I'm saying. The Mega. Okay. 2S lipos in the Mega is what's up. So if you have a bunch of 3S lipos, I'd be looking at the brushless out the gate. Awesome. RC Paramotor blew Jeremy's mind. Youngblood says yes. Thumbs up on the bikes. Boy, I never even thought about a RC motorcycle. That'd be a trip. I can't get over those Evel Knievel ads, though. I don't know how I've resisted so far on the Evel Knievel bike. You guys have surely seen them at this point, right? Unless you're under a rock. Right, Kenny? beats Bears Battlestar Galactica. Lots of cool stuff in store. Bobby, I can't wait to be talking about what else is going on. No, man. David, I love my prop planes. I do. And Warbirds are what got me started. I love them. Hopefully you saw the P-39 video. That ripped. I got another flight of Bobby on 4S with the P-39. That'll come out when I get to it. So, yeah, love prop planes. Twin Otters getting ready to go up on floats. Took the Bigfoot up today. So, all right. So, yeah. Oh, man. What really blew my mind is that Habu is a trainer. Ethan, I put a guy on the Habu today that had never flown RC before. He nailed it. I cannot wait for people to see the video and quit their naysaying. Serious. Bobby K. Yes. RC bikes. Yeah, I've never looked at. I've never looked at a lot of stuff. I mean, you guys know this bug of RC is super infectious, right? I mean, crawlers were not on my radar at all until the FMS Jeep was part of my life, and then I kind of got into them, man. I got into them. I can't wait. I think the crawlers are going to be great for me in the wintertime. I'm going to try to put some things together for a proving ground for like many different crawlers for video and stuff. George Watts in the house. What are we talking about? Oh no, SEO. Jansen Airing, what's going on? Let's see. Bigfoot is a cool little plane. Anybody flying the Bigfoot on 4S? I gotta tell you something. You guys that saw the Facebook, I told you guys my wife was making spaghetti. Bless her heart, you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of it, ever. And so I told her, I was like, yeah, let's get something on my way home. And I never did. I was like, yeah, I'll just eat. It's cool. I'll eat it. You know what I mean? I got home and it was all gone. The kids had eaten it. So I'm like, I'm kind of hungry, y'all. Yeah. Kind of hungry. Let's see. Young or old guy on the Habu? Young guy, 30 something. Jermaine Spencer, what is going on? I've done crawler vids at 4 different locations. One of them being my like wood pile, stone pile thing by the house. But I took them to some other locations. So I'm going to actually take that Axial SCX 10.3 out. So if you watch the Jeep, the FMS Rock Hobby Jeep video, I took it to 4 different locations. And then 2 of those locations, I was driving it with another truck. My son was driving the other truck, the Axial Deadbolt, which is a great crawler. It's cheap, too, compared to some of them. It doesn't have portals, but it's a very capable crawler. But what I'm getting at is I want to take the Axial SCX 10.3 and the Red Cat Gen 8 to those places too. So I want you guys to see what how kind of each crawler performs at the same courses, so to say. I think it's easier to get a bearing on how to judge a performance if it's going through the same paces, so to say. You know, Boss 223, it's kind of like when people ask me what's my favorite airplane. It depends what mood I'm in, right? So like Man, sometimes I want to rip it up with the basher and just rip it, because I can rip it. And I'm having a great time with these 6S and 4S bashers. I have a good time with the other ones. Listen, it's just like the Habu. It's a trainer. It's awesome. I'm glad to make videos on it and teach folks how to do it. The Granite Mega, I think it's a great first basher. But like for me at this point, just like I like the MiG-29, but I also like a trainer plane because there's value I can offer to people in those spaces. Personally, I'm liking the big giant MiG-29. But like I'm totally digging doing the Habu. Just like personally, I love my 8S X-Max, and I'm excited for the Outcast, and my 6S Creightons are just like beasts that you can send to the moon and land on their face and they drive away just fine. So sometimes I want to chill. If I just want to chill and take it easy, I'm gonna crawl. If I'm feeling aggro and I want to rip it up a little bit, blow some steam, I'm gonna bash. If I want to bash but fly, I'm flying some jets and some fast stuff, you know, some aerobatic things, and just gonna rip its face. But then there's some stuff it's like, man, I'm just gonna stay in the landing pattern and take it easy and chill. So my favorite RC or plane or truck or whatever, it kind of changes day to day depending on the mood I'm in. But as far as surface goes, bashers were the first thing to get my attention, to kind of answer your question. Boss223. Guys, I love this show. SEO, I didn't even put the plastic pieces on the floats when you're talking about the Otter. I just didn't even put them on. They seem to kind of wiggle around and like they maybe wouldn't stay on well. So I was just like, I'm just skipping it. DoorDash. Nah, I'll work it out. It's cool. We got Triscuits. Brian Chambers, when he's in the mood, busts out the gas-powered T-Max. Cool. Airvexed RC in the house. Good to see you guys. Yeah, making new hangar space. I'm getting I've got guys I've been working with that are about to receive some RCs that need out. Yeah, big planes rock. Got a new shredder, says Jansen. The Red Cat? What do you guys think about the Red Cat drift car, man? John Bump, dude, thank you, man. Thanks for all you guys do. Thumbsing up videos, tapping notification bells, subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff. Bill says hot glue on the Otter plastic parts. That makes a lot of sense. What are you talking about, Spencer? Eric Quinn's got videos to upload. Wow. Do it, Eric Quinn. Triscuit and beers, Francis says. Another turbine, huh? That'd be cool, Warren. Maybe we'll get to. What was the video, Ryan O, that is doing well for you? Funny how that all works. Chuck G, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't count. I don't count. Hangar 51's Triscuit shaming me. Test Pilot Tim, thanks for joining the channel. Pay It Forward, thanks for joining the channel. All you guys, thanks for doing that. Yeah, man, Test Pilot Tim, if you're into RC, stick around. Stick around. Sometimes it's time for a Piper Cub. Sometimes it's 3D. A6 for some fast action. Yes, man. Beer 30, says GB. Yeah, the HSD jets are sick. Roach Coach in the house. Dragon Model. likes the B-2 bombers but doesn't know about actually getting one. Yeah, I'd be a little bit leery. I think those are LX. About some of my Ultimate 2 crashes and why they happen. Cool. Glorioso, what up? Yeah, man. I mean, I got to be real. Like, turbines would be great, but I'm like completely busy, you know, with in the foamy world. You got 2 Warrens in the house. I haven't seen the L39 turbine fly, but we should get to do all the EDFs. Raymond Molina, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. So pumped about the content coming out, guys. And seriously, investing all the time in the channel. I mean, you know, you don't, but I'll remind you, like, website costs money, the apps for editing cost money, all this stuff adds up. I'm getting another computer because one isn't enough. It's going good, Roach Coach. It's going good, man. I'm so pumped about everything going on and all the content we got, and legit figuring out how to like 2x my output and workflow a little bit. Pumped. Watch the videos, dudes. Some of you guys only come by the streams. It's like, this is nothing. This is nothing. No, the gyro does not come installed on the F-16 from HSD SEO. I use Premiere, Ryan O. Anybody familiar with Premiere? Because I have a question. Thanks, Glorioso. Oh no. Battery adapter. My question is, if I use Premiere. Thanks, Roach Coach. Man, trucks are... I'm having a good time with Surface, guys. And listen, you start out a modeler who makes videos, and then you become a video guy who makes videos of models. It's very easy for me to get out there and make Surface videos. And I like doing it because I want to RC more than I'm able to. Bobby and I've said it before, we might have a 2-week deadline, but we're lucky to get 1 or 2 shots at it. So it's kind of hard to work it out. It's going to be easier in the future, but I'm doing it. Get it with it. And I got to buy Bobby an infraction so he'd get into it a little bit. Got to get that boy on some Surface, dude. Because it's where it's at. I mean, I'm also kind of a businessman. Like, Surface, it's important for hobby people to be well-versed, I'll just say. I don't know what you're talking about, Spencer. Did you like that, GB? Listen, it's just like I'm just trying to salvage the session is what I feel. I've always kind of felt like in video a lot of times, especially when they're no, I'm not selling this computer, I need 2. Computers are like underwear. Like, who wants someone else's? You know what I mean? They're so personal. I got all kind. No way. I destroy it first before I let that son of a bitch have it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, thanks, man. I couldn't wait anymore to get with Bobby. It's just sometimes it's hard to hook up. And it's like, you know what? This little thing, it can do it. Let's go. I hate to sit on stuff that, you know, folks have sent to us. The battery telemetry is not going to work with a dumb battery TNRC. Thanks, boss. We try, man. And listen, I try to speak to the audience that I think the product is for. And some of them are really wide. Breadth, of reach. But without patronizing, I felt like on the Habu, I was talking to somebody who doesn't know anything about it. That was cool. Some of you guys who are late to the party, I'm really pumped over the session I had today with, we had a new guy, first time ever flew the Habu STS successfully twice. Like so pumped for the guy, and so pumped for that product and for Horizon, because all the talk about it not being a good, first aircraft, maybe it's a good train, all the scuttle, which again makes perfect sense. I understand why guys think a jet is not like a good air trainer, but that's how they're positioning it, and it worked. Proof is in the pudding, and we ate some. I mean, it was good. Raymond Molina, that is the Creighton EXB, the roller. So it's like a 6S Creighton, but you put your own electronics in it. And I've actually got a video of it up on the RC Trucks playlist. I was telling the guys earlier to think of this YouTube channel as a station. This is the Pilot Ryan Network. This is the Pilot Ryan Station. And on that station, there are different channels. If you don't want to watch airplanes, you can watch the RC Truck playlist. If you want to see the RC Jetworks stuff, there's a playlist. You want to see the Arrows Hobby Zone stuff, there's a playlist. Substitute the word playlist for channel. You want to watch the Hobby Zone channel, there you go. I've got one on my network, right? You like the podcasts and live streams, the shows, because they're not going to be up publicly, but you can access them like a library. If you got nothing going on and you are a masochist of some type, you can listen to these on the replay. There's a channel for that on the network. The network being Pilot Ryan Media YouTube channel. Think of it like that. Boss223,